Morning, YouTube. Okay, I'm here to talk about Star. Star episode, season 1, episode 6. So this came on last night. For some reason, Fox doesn't play. Apparently, they don't play their shows the next day. So on demand. So I generally like to watch them again in the morning just to make sure that it's fresh in my mind, kind of thing. But anyway, it came on last night. So when they open up, Alex is beginning to get real irritated with Star being out front. So I don't remember the exact thing, but that's the impression I'm getting. Alex is getting sick of it. Uh, okay. So last week, Hayel was kidnapped by these people who he had double crossed uh, in this human trafficking deal. He let the girls go and taken one of the girls under his wing. So she's been staying with him. Okay, so now in this episode, they take him to the warehouse, presumably to kill him or beat him up, and they get a phone call. And after the phone call, they let him go. You lucked out. They let him go. He stumbles out of the warehouse, and there's a limousine pulling up outside of the warehouse, and it is Hunter's mother. Hunter's mother, the rich white woman. She she rolls the windows down. One of these gangster type scenes. Anyway, so she has apparently paid off these people who he double crossed, and they have let him go. So the phone call originated from her. All right, he gets in the car. She tells her that she has taken an interest in this group now. He is now in her debt for his life, and what she wants. Now Hunter is presented as his cousin, right? So this woman will have to be his mother's sister, be his aunt. I don't know. They're supposed to be related. She's obviously white. Hunter's white, and he is either Indian or Mexican. Maybe he's Puerto Rican. I don't know, but they don't look like relatives, but they are. They're related some kind of way. Anyway, she's telling him that I now want not 50%. She wants 80% of the group. So now I guess she's going to back this group, but she wants 80% of the profits. So I don't know what that leaves for the girls. Maybe she wants 80% of what he would make from the group. And there's one other thing she wants. She wants Star gone. In other words, she no longer wants Star to be in the group. That's the deal. And he better make it happen. Of course, she has to let some other things happen. In other words, let them boys get back to what they were doing. So we are getting a little more interesting here as far as the plot thickens. Okay, so she's telling him that you need to get rid of Star. I'm leaving it up to you. You're essentially working for me. Okay. She wants her out because she wants her away from Hunter. Apparently, Star and Hunter have been having sex. They're seeing each other. The mother hates Star. She doesn't like her. She thinks she's trailer trash. And she wants her gone. And she's serious. She's telling him, make her disappear or else. Okay, so delete. Okay, so he's got to start his new plan. Now, from the beginning, I've said that Star was the least talented, so I've kind of suspected that it might end up with one of them other girls being the actual Star carrying the name, but the actual star of the show being someone else. So we're kind of letting to believe that could be a possibility. Now, the writing is out in front of the people, so I don't know if when they started they even planned or they've adjusted now their storyline because they're trying to make it better. I don't know, but he goes. So he's got this plan now. He needs to get rid of Star. So he goes. The girls do some trivial thing, and he tells Star, "You messed up. You're out. I want Alex to do the lead on the song." So he doesn't go up straight out fire from the group, but he knows her ego is not going to allow her to be a background singer. So he says, I want Alex in the head on this song. They're preparing for a big charity event, some fancy charity event, and he wants Alex to sing the lead. Of course, Star has an attitude about that. She's very confused about why he turned on her so dramatically. Uh, okay, so this is his plan to get rid of her. Okay, why does Central one? I don't know. Okay, so Hunter pulls up in his Ferrari. It's a Ferrari or Maserati, one of them fancy cars. He pulls up on Star, and she's out here in this looking cheap in this damn rabbit coat, fake fur or rabbit, fake fur or rabbit. They cost about the same, but he pulls up on her, and there's no explanation of why he likes her so much because there's nothing really that much to like about Star. I mean, she ripped him off of his credit card, and for some reason he just likes the her way she looks or something. I don't know, but so he's pursuing her, and she is just being snotty all the way. Every once in a while, she'll smile at him. I guess that's enough. This man is fine. I mean, Hunter is fine, and he's rich, and he's a football player. I mean, his mother's rich, plus he's a football player, so he can have anybody he wants. For some reason, he wants Miss Star. Uh, Still trying to understand that character, because you want to love the main character. That's kind of the point of the story. What makes them the main character? Anyway, okay. Simone. Okay, Simone has a talk with the pastor. Simone's the younger girl. She has a talk with the pastor. It was played by Tariq. I'm not sure. I just called him the pastor. He's the one that Carlotta's having an affair with. He asked her, Carlotta, to come and work for the church as the choir director, minister of music. And Carlotta says her card is just too full. Her card is too full. She's got too many things going right now, particularly trying to work with these girls. She says no. But Simone has been going to church, and now they're trying to formulate a plan to get Star involved in the church. But so far, there's been no indication whatsoever that Star has any interest in that church situation. But Simone invites the pastor to Carlotta's for dinner. Now she's taking it upon herself. I guess she wants to move him along. But because Carlotta, the whole time she's been seeing him, she's never invited him to her place. There's a reason for that. This is acting up right. Okay. Is that me? I'm trying to get right, people. I want to be right. Okay, so Simone invites the pastor to their house for dinner, and and there's stress between most mothers and their teenage daughters as the girl goes from being a girl to a woman. There's always some stress there, but there's a situation with Carlotta doesn't really accept her daughter as a trans girl. On the surface, she does, but she really is embarrassed by her, and Cotton is very aware that her mother is ashamed of her and embarrassed by her. So Cotton, after they find out about this invitation, Cotton automatically peeps that, okay, you don't want him to see me because you're embarrassed by me. And she said, oh, no. Leave it kind of vague, but she is. All right, so when he shows up, he thinks the daughter's very beautiful. He don't know why he's never met her before. You should bring her to the church and all this kind of stuff, right? And is there a... No, the tension between the mother and daughter is very obvious at the dinner table, and later on, after the dinner, Carlotta tells the pastor that her sister, that her daughter was actually born her son. Now I'm absolutely certain that this is going to turn into a scene where he seeks out the daughter to talk to her privately, gotta accept her. Hey, church, so what difference should that make, really? Anyway, because he's the pastor. I mean, aren't they boning? Anyway, anyway. Okay, I mean, I get stuck here. Okay, Alex. Okay, Alex meets. Okay, I don't know the Albie short looking guy. I don't know his name, but Alex's boyfriend, the light skinned guy, lives next door. He invites Alex over to meet his family, his big family. You know, cousins, nephews, and nieces, and all that kind of stuff. They're gonna have a barbecue, right? so, so Alex goes and meets the family. These are all poor people, you know. But and she's kind of a Park Avenue type girl. Although she doesn't, I mean, she don't put on airs or anything, and she is very much into him. She goes over there, and they like her. I heard you can sing or whatever. So one of the cousins say, "Oh, we can do a number together." So it's going to lead them to one of their big music scenes. One of his cousins is a rapper, and they're going to do a duet at some point. And but he has his grandmother, the grandmother. I don't. I gotta think of catch this boy's name. Anyway, his grandmother is very prejudiced. In other words, she's never had a white person in her home. And so when Star comes over from next door, because Star and Alex have had it out because of her being in the lead, because of Alex being asked to take the lead on this song, they're having a hard time. But Alex goes over, I guess, to apologize or whatever. And when the grandmother sees Miss Star, no, Star goes over. Alex is invited. Star shows up, crashes the barbecue. Okay, so I don't know if somebody asked says that she can come or not. But when the grandmother sees Star, she goes off. She don't go off in a discreet kind of way, you know, whisper or anything like that. Nothing like that. She goes off. Call her, what is that thing doing up in here? Oh, I never had a white woman in this house. And then she lunges at her. She's gonna sock her in the head just for being white. So the mother's drunk. She's had a few drinks. Grandmother, and she doesn't like Miss Star. She's very racist. He is mixed race himself. The guy, so I don't know how he felt about his mother or father. One of them. He's not like a light skinned black guy. He looks like he's mixed race. But maybe that's why she's got this horrible resentment. Of course, that'll be ironed out later on. We'll come to a better understanding about that later on. But okay, so she goes off. They carry the drunken grandmother away. All right, so in rehearsals for this big event, and it is a big fancy event, some kind of a charity performance they're gonna do. They've agreed that Alex is going to do the lead on the song. They rehearsed it that way. Of course, Jalil has already agreed he's supposed to be getting this girl out of the group. So this is part of his. If he humiliates her by taking her out of the lead, she'll just get mad and walk off. Instead, they do the performance, and they do one of these irritating performance things where they're singing a song, Alex is leading, and then they go off into this dream sequence where Star is singing the lead on the song, and then when they come out of the dream sequence, now Star is actually on the stage singing the song, singing the lead on the song. So she's taking over the stage, but we didn't see the handoff of the mics or the positions because we were in this dream sequence. Those dream sequences, I think they have to go. I think if they want to make this thing good, they're gonna have to get rid of these things where they drift off into these other worlds. And we don't know if it's a dream, it's a vision, or what the hell it is. But it's not working. It's not working, in my opinion. They need to let that go. Sorry, Daniels. You guys need to rewrite that part. Stop putting those big, I guess they're like Broadway things in the middle of the drama. Keep us in the here and now so we understand what the hell is going on. Anyway, so now Star is taking over this. Somebody must have been plotting and scheming here because she had this little chintzy little outfit she was going to wear to the event, and Hunter got rid of the dress she had, threw it in the trash, and he has given her this a $3,000 dress. So she's overdressed for being in the back. So I don't know if he plans on her being in the front or whatever. But the mother is also at the charity event, and when she sees Star back in the head of the event, she does not like it, and it's very obvious. He's supposed to be getting rid of her, and now she is the lead on this new song, and it's gone viral. Somebody's recorded it. Okay. So Hayil, he sees that he's not, things are not getting any better. The mother's called him, threatened him. He said he's doing the best he can. So he decides to go and confront Hunter. He confronts Hunter and tells Hunter that he needs to get away from Star. Leave her alone. I know things you don't know, kind of thing. But that needs to. He don't mention that his mother's putting him up to this now. He just tells him that he needs to leave Star alone. Hunter's not with it. He's still going to pursue her. But the MC of the event is Miss Portia Moore from Real Housewives of Atlanta. I guess all this stuff is coming out of Atlanta, Georgia. So I guess that because first of all they got Lauren, she's from Real Housewives. They had Portia, and then they had Tiny on there. So they're doing these cameos. A lot of these local people from Atlanta are showing up. So she's just playing herself. Her name is Portia Moore on Real Housewives, and she's playing herself in this thing, but she's the MC for the event. Okay. Not a big role, just as she's introducing the acts kind of thing. Okay, okay. So on the sidebar, there's kind of a scene which is not explained. Remember, Jael has this Spanish girl from Mexico, staying with him, right? So they're a love interest, and she can hardly speak English at all. She hasn't spoken more than 2 words of English since he's known her. Well, he hears her in the shower, and this girl has got a singing voice. She's singing in Spanish, but it's a strong singing voice. He had no idea she could sing. And, which this is a lazy scene, she starts talking to herself in English. She says something that lets him know that, okay, this is a plot. He's been set up some kind of way to get this girl in the group. But they don't pursue that storyline. It's kind of left in the air. But we hear her in the shower singing a Spanish song, and then he peeks in the door, and as she's peeking in the door, she starts talking to herself in English. Oh, I got him, or something like that. Something let us know that she does speak English, and this has been a plot to get her in that group. Okay, so the last scene is there's this young black girl, I assume from the church, or definitely from the community, who has been shot by the police. At first, there was a phone call saying that the girl was in trouble. Something had happened, and so the pastor had to go over there to minister to the family. Then the last scene, we get to this. I assume the same girl has been shot and killed by the cops. So that's where we'll pick it up next week. Okay, so there's the episode 6. I think it's a little better. I think I'm suspecting some of these changes are being made as they go along with the writing. They're going in a different direction. But now, I thought we were going to get out of it. Okay, this explains everything. Alex is going to be the lead singer of the group, but that's how they're going to make it happen. But then they get Star's ass back in front, so we don't know. I think I like this one better than most of the other episodes. So I'm going to stay involved. See what happens.